Oi oi oi, HoniGame is back, and the most shocking moment in Garten of Banban 7 is at the end when the main character discovers that Banban, the preschool's longtime mascot, is actually a counterfeit version. The original Banban, known as Flumbo, has blue skin, and everything about this creature has been hidden until now. Could it be that Banban deliberately eliminated this original mascot to take over its spot as the star of the kindergarten, or is there an even darker conspiracy behind this that we can't yet imagine? And could the real monster be the new character, Brushista, an artist imprisoned in the deepest level of the Banban's kindergarten, the true final boss, even feared by Syringan? In today's video, HoniGame will use my level 7 expert analysis skills to explore and explain the origins of both Flumbo and Brushista to see what makes Syringan go to such lengths to hide them. But before we set off, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button for HoniGame. This time, we're going to meet a mad artist, folks. You all remember how much chaos a crazy artist brought to the world last time, right? So hit subscribe to avoid meeting this artist. Before we dive into the analysis, let me recap the plot of Garten of Banban 7 so you can follow along. In order for the main character to find the most important piece of Queen Bouncelia's scepter, Banban decided to sacrifice himself, staying behind to hold off the army of Serdadidu. The journey led the mother to meet Syringan, who guided her to the city of Syringan, created by himself. This city was recently overrun and ransacked by the army of Serdadidu. The main character's first task upon arriving in Syringan was to find Jumbo Josh. While she did not find Jumbo Josh, the mother collected a sample of Gavanium from this monster. Thus, Syringan exploited this Gavanium sample to lure Jumbo Josh into appearing. Syringan's plan was to use Jumbo Josh to defeat Serdadidu and his army. Before calling Jumbo Josh, Syringan used the missing piece of the scepter to lure Serdadidu into the open. Syringan's plan initially succeeded when Serdadidu finally appeared, seizing the piece of the scepter and obtaining the completed scepter. Just when it seemed all was over, the Gavanium inside the scepter overflowed, which was actually Syringan's doing, as he had previously placed the Gavanium sample the mother found into the scepter. Thanks to the power of the scepter, the scent of the Gavanium could spread over a wide area, thereby attracting Jumbo Josh. As planned, right after Serdadidu's soldiers prepared to tear apart the mother and Syringan, Jumbo Josh appeared like a hero, charging in and easily defeating each monster one by one. With Jumbo Josh's overwhelming power, there was no chance for Serdadidu and his army. Serdadidu himself was severely beaten and knocked unconscious immediately. However, when all seemed to be over, Jumbo Josh did not stop. It grabbed the scepter, bit into it, causing the energy within to explode powerfully, rendering all nearby creatures unconscious. Fortunately, the mother was then rescued by Syringan and taken to the recovery room along with Stinger Flynn, thanks to Jumbo Josh destroying the scepter and defeating Serdadidu. All previously controlled monsters have reverted to their normal states and were now being cared for by Syringan in the recovery rooms. Just when everything seemed normal, Stinger Flynn noticed a strange image on the wall. It appeared that behind the image of Banban, something was being hidden. The mother then approached the wall, removed Banban's picture, and to her surprise, a completely new monster was revealed behind it, resembling Banban but in entirely different colors. She only had a moment to see this new monster before Syringan rushed over and knocked her unconscious. Game over. According to information from within the game, this was actually the first Banban ever created, also known as the original Banban. With its distinctive yellow eyebrows, eyelashes, and beard, one's first impression might be that of a friendly creature, and there seems to be no indication that it could transform into a malevolent version. Meanwhile, looking back at the familiar red Banban, it has quite a few ominous features, such as its tongue sticking out of its mouth and a pair of very sharp horns that it must wear a hat to disguise, or else the children would scream in fright upon seeing Banban. Not to mention, it has a very cruel personality with razor-sharp teeth that can reveal itself at any time. And even in the trailer for Part 8, We've seen this scene where the red Banban, in a very battered state, opens a closet door trapping the blue Banban. While there's no clear expression, it's enough to see its joy at seeing the light, being freed from where it was being held. According to the red Banban, the blue Banban had been held there for a very long time. It seems it had been imprisoned even before the disaster at the kindergarten occurred, or even before the kindergarten was operational. The trailer for Part 8 also revealed what happened to Banban after it stayed behind to block Sir Dadadoo and his gang. It was beaten to a pulp, battered, and lost an eye, with Gavanium leaking all over its body. For any creature in the kindergarten, this chemical is extremely important. For instance, Queen Bouncelius stores a huge amount of Gavanium, or Nabnalina, who not long ago fell into a trap over a barrel of Gavanium. Or even earlier, the mutated Opila bird, which the mother could deceive with a barrel of Gavanium. This substance could be considered the lifeblood of these creatures. Yet, Banban losing so much Gavanium could turn it into a starved, soulless creature like the residents of Sidingen. So could it be that it sought out the blue Banban to drain the Gavanium from this creature and revive itself? This is a plausible hypothesis, but one must pay attention to Syringen's attitude as it tries everything to prevent the mother from discovering the truth about the blue Banban. Could it be involved in the blue Banban's imprisonment too? In Part 7, you will notice that Syringen is obsessed with surgery, and despite the entire kindergarten being in chaos, this monster remains passionately committed to its work. Syringen is also meticulous, capturing and carefully noting down any information on a board. There is a detailed chart about the current status of the monsters in the kindergarten, and it always wants its next experiment to be better than the previous one in every way. Thus, it is possible that the monsters inside the kindergarten are upgraded versions of the residents of Sidingen. Looking closely at the red Banban in the trailer for Part 8, I now see that it might not actually be leaking Gavanium, but rather the red paint on the outside is wearing off, revealing its true blue skin underneath. Could it be that the red Banban we see in Part 7 of the game is just a counterfeit version created by Syringen in the form of the original blue Banban? It could actually just be a large Gavanium creature painted red. Then the question arises, why does this red Banban have an additional demonic form? And why does Stinger Flynn always recall the presence of the red Banban when reminiscing about the past? Its demonic form could be due to excessive contact with Gavanium, causing its body to change. Just like when the Opila bird fell into the Gavanium container and its body grew excessively fast, transforming into a giant monster. As for Stinger Flynn's memories always being associated with the red Banban, it is probably because it has been here for a long time, replacing the role of the blue Banban from the start. So all memories of the creatures inside the nursery are with the red Banban. The fact that the red Banban is a mutant creature created by Syringen has been revealed before. This is evident from the painting on the wall here. You can see they are all depicted as mutant creatures, right? From the two-headed turtle, the giant Gavanium monster Tachydiosaurus, Bitterjiggle and Syringen, and of course, Banban too. This also confirms that Banban is a mutant creature. Except for Banban, all these creatures are confined deep within the kindergarten, never seeing the light of day. It seems due to their wild nature, attacking everything in sight. Only Banban is friendly, can interact with the children, and is even holding a guitar, so it's possible it's the music teacher of this kindergarten. However, it's too unstable. Whenever it turns into its demonic form, it can't control its behavior. It's unclear why anyone would want to use such an unstable creature as the mascot for a nursery, or maybe no one chose this red Banban at all. But Syringen implanted it as an underling to cause chaos in the nursery and then exploit the confusion to find a way to escape. Or there could be a deeper conspiracy that HoniGame does not yet know. And we move on to the next revealed monster, the ant-eating beast, artist Brushista, another mutant creature also imprisoned in the deepest levels of the Banban kindergarten. This creature is anticipated to become the next villain we will have to confront in Part 8. At the moment, there is still no information about this creature. The only thing I know is that it is very passionate about art, and it is also the creator of some popular films and plays showcased in Sitingen, like The Lick of 78, which is based on the famous The Bite of 87 from Five Nights at Freddy's, or The Art of Banbaning, which is undoubtedly inspired by the horrific event at the Playtime factory known as the Art of Joy. The first time we learned about this creature's existence was in this conference room, where there is a huge painting of Brushista on the wall along with its quote. Brushista's quote reveals something of the monster's character. Being an artist, it is very careful in all its actions, viewing life as an all painting where a single small mistake can ruin everything. Moreover, this room also features a chart listing creatures that can resist the control of Sir Dadadoo, whereas Jumbo Josh is to dumb, Stinger Flynn is to smart, and Slow Celine is to fast. It's unclear why Brushista can resist Sir Dadadoo's control, indicating it must have some very special ability. Looking at its tail, you can see it's a giant paintbrush, but as you already know, blue is the original color of Banban. However, as I analyzed earlier, Syringen created another Banban using the Gavanium compound, and to hide its origins, Brushista used its tail to paint this creature red. The presence of Brushista alongside Red Banban and Syringen in this painting suggests that these three creatures are connected. I even believe that all the artwork you see in the game was painted by Brushista using its tail. They plotted together to bring one of Syringen's creations into the world, which is Red Banban, making this infamous red creature the face of the nursery. It truly is a way to demonstrate the ability to create a lasting work of art, deceiving everyone into forgetting about the original. Do you remember the report on Experiment No. 6 with Banban? According to it, Banban is extremely intelligent, but does not realize it is not a human. Specifically, Banban was created from the genes of a talented doctor, Uthman Adam, combined with Gavanium, and I believe that this report does not refer to the Red Banban as we have thought all along. It's under the illusion that it has Dr. Uthman Adam's genes, but the real creature carrying the doctor's genes is Blue Banban, who has been wronged by Syringen and Brushista and locked away deep beneath the kindergarten's basement levels. Thanks to Brushista's artistic talents, all the paintings of Blue Banban inside the kindergarten have been altered to depict Red Banban, and Blue Banban has thus been erased from memory. This is a very sophisticated form of brainwashing orchestrated by Brushista. Instead, we may witness an unexpected turn of events. After being critically wounded in the battle against Sir Dadadoo's army, Red Banban decides to return to rescue Blue Banban. Knowing its time is limited, Red Banban wants to end the play and restore Blue Banban to its rightful role as the centerpiece of the nursery. It's unclear how the other characters will react to Blue Banban's return, but I'm sure it will be incredibly dramatic, like when you realize everything you knew was a deception. Overall, everyone will be thrilled to have the real Banban back, except maybe Syringen, who likely won't be pleased as this could expose his secrets and ruin his plans. Brushista will undoubtedly play a crucial role in this drama as well. I think it's no coincidence that Brushista's tail was hidden in the trailer for Part 8. Its tail is not only capable of painting and coloring, but also conceals some formidable power that we will witness in the next installment. Above are all my analyses and predictions about the origin of Blue Banban and the artist Brushista. The appearance of Blue Banban has stirred quite a bit and made the plot of Part 8 more unpredictable than ever. However, all this is just speculation and not a confirmation of any information. But if you enjoy the way HoniGame speculates, remember to subscribe to not miss any more exciting content. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.